How does a guy who can't figure out how to pay his own damn taxes and has been involved in every step of the financial collapse, Tim Geithner, head something called the Financial Stability Oversight Council? How do we give him the power to seize any financial firm that he finds in danger of default? Is this a constitutional republic anymore? How do we expect him to protect us from the potential threats to the over-financial system? When we're constantly being injured by Congress, how can we seriously look at a Bureau of Consumer Financial Protection created by Congress? How can a bill that just creates a panel that makes recommendations to an outside body like the Fed that they're not required to follow be taken seriously? How can this bill be taken seriously when it does absolutely nothing to touch Fannie and Freddie? You remember Countrywide? Yeah, evil, right? Making crazy loans to borrowers who couldn't handle them. Remember that? Well, 90% of loans originated by Countrywide were sold to Fannie Mae and backed by Ginnie Mae. If there were no Fannie, Freddie, or Ginnie, or any other outdated name you could think of, there'd be no Countrywide, and likely no housing crisis or economic collapse or weird, shady loans going to people like Chris Dodd. And speaking of Countrywide, how can a bill written by Chris Dodd and Barney Frank possibly solve anything when they were right in there, real important, right there with the collapse at every level in the first place? How can we stand by and accept as financial regulation a bill that creates a cottage industry for lawyers by making it easier for lawyers to sue? How is this helping us? How does the Fed, which helped cause the crisis, we can't open up any of their books, get rewarded with more power? How does the Treasury, which helped bail every single person out after the crisis, get rewarded with more power as well? How does the SEC, which missed the credit ratings fiasco, get rewarded with more power because they missed it? How can we be told that there are no bailouts in this bill when they are throwing $1 billion to states to rehabilitate individual houses or stop crime? Or another $1 billion thrown at people who lose their jobs in the bill? This is not about a bailout, really? How does creating a massive government bureaucracy with the power to watch your bank account and track every credit card account over your shoulder help your economic liberty? No longer does Congress oversee these things. Appointed bureaucrats decide how the financial regulation is implemented. Nothing that I just said. It's all in this bill, but it's kind of hazy. These new czars will come in and they'll define it. It takes 2,300 pages just to outline the different groups of people who can later come and figure this out. What is wrong with us, America? Why are people not in the streets? Your republic is over. And we are talking about the president firing some woman and blaming it on somebody else. At the same time, we're talking about financial responsibility. This man can't take responsibility for anything. The republic is over. As you know it, as you knew it growing up, the republic is over. By the time this show is over, you will know why I said that and why it's time for you to get your boots on. I don't say that the republic is over lightly. No, that's kind of a big deal, don't you think? Glenn Beck announces the republic is over. I've actually thought it here for a while, but I was waiting for them to pass the financial bill or cap and trade. I actually thought they'll never do that, right? In the meantime, I have been talking in the last year to professors, I've been talking to scholars, people who actually study revolutionaries and revolutions, people who have studied Cuba, Venezuela, Russia. Those people have pointed out a few similarities. Those people that I have talked to all have a checklist, and they're like, yep, did that one, did that one, did that one. They told me that they have to take over health care and they have to take over the financial and get the financial, the engine of this country and grab it by the throat. Well, now that's been done. There's one more thing they need, and that is the media. They have to have the media. Well, I think they're about to do that now. You notice the most powerful man in the world announced today that he was duped by this YouTube kind of society that we live in. Please have him step away from the button that controls the missiles if he's reacting to YouTube videos. Wow, that's amazing. These people now control health care. What does that mean? That means they control your life. Who has more power over you than someone who says you are going to live or die? I'm sorry, Grandma, we just can't afford it as a country anymore. And you have no other option. They control your life. Now they control financial reform. Through the financial reform bill, they control every dollar and how it's spent. They now control not only how you live and die, but they control businesses and which one lives or dies. They control your life and your pursuit of happiness. That leaves only one out of the three in the Declaration that you still have. Liberty. Life. Pursuit of happiness. Liberty. They will have every bit of that too in time if we don't stand fast. I have to tell you, I don't say that the fundamental transformation that we've been warning of is here lightly. I don't say it because I know what that means. Hey, I know what they're going to say. Glenn Beck, crazy man. Oh, shut up about Glenn Beck, crazy man. I am so sick and tired of it. Name the damn things that I have talked about on this program that haven't happened. You know, you talk to your friends. They all say the same thing. Oh, he's crazy. He's out of his mind. He's this, he's that. He's a liar. He's a smear tactic. But they can never tell you and name them. You know why? Because about 85% of what we've said on this program has happened. They don't have anything to say. Most of those naysayers have never watched it. They've never seen it. They don't have any idea who I am. So let me announce who I am beginning today. I am a revolutionary. Yes, I am. I'm a man that believes radical change must come. Why? Because they have transformed our nation. Most of your friends don't know this, but we will be lucky to be France once all of this stuff kicks in 2012 after the next election.